The black keys on a piano follow a pattern: 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys. You find the note C on the left of every couple of black keys. 2 black keys, C. 2 black keys, C. 2 black keys, C. You find the middle C on the left of a couple of black keys situated under the maker of a piano or keyboard. So C will be on the left of those 2 black keys. Here. These 5 lines here indicate what to play with the right hand. These 5 lines here indicate what to play with the left hand. This symbol here is called treble clef and tells us to use roughly this range of keys. This symbol is called the bass clef and tells us to use roughly this range of keys. This is a quarter note or crotchet. Associate this figure with the number 1 for a note under this figure lasts 1 beat. This is a half note or minim. Associate this figure with the number 2 for a note under this figure has to be depressed for 2 beats. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is a whole note or semi-brief. Associate this figure with the number 4 for a note under this figure has to be depressed for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This note on the right hand staff is called C. Can be in the shape of any figure like the quarter note, half note, whole notes, and more. Every time you see 1, play this key with this hand, at the moment with this finger. This note on the right hand staff is called D. Can be in the shape of any figure like the quarter note, half note, whole notes, and more. Every time you see 1, you play this key with this hand and with this finger at the moment. This note on the right hand staff is called E. Every time you see 1, play this key with this hand and at the moment with this finger. This note is called C, but this time is to be played with the left hand. So every time you see 1, you play with this hand and with this finger and play this key. This note on the left hand is called B. Every time you see 1, you play this key with this hand and at the moment with this finger. This note on the left hand staff is called A. Every time you see 1, play this key with this hand and at the moment with this finger. Now we have all the knowledge to play our first piece. Put your hands in this position and keep your thumb straight and the other fingers as spider legs and start playing our piece. First of all, let's name some of the notes to learn to recognize them. This, for example, is a C, D, D, E. This is a long E, and now we move to the left hand playing a C and a B. Here, for example, we have an A, then we cross to the right hand and we go E, D, D. That pattern repeats, E, D, D, and then we move to the left hand, C, B, B, A, B, and E on the right, and ends with a C. Now let's talk about giving each note the right duration. First, set up a pulse in your brain and keep it. The pulse is something like ta, 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 and it's steady, and every single ta has the same distance with each other. If you find it difficult, download a metronome to help you and set it between 80 and 100. This symbol here is called the time signature. It determines the metric. Every 4 quarter notes or equivalent, we will have a new bar. To play this with the correct rhythm, I suggest you to use ta 4 quarter notes. For example, ta, 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 ta. 1, 2 for half notes, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for whole notes. Let's try this. First of all, I count 4 to establish the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ta, 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 ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, 1, 2. Ta, ta, 1, 2. Ta, 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 ta. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ideally, you will have this rhythm sensation internalized, so you will stop making noises when playing.